in workshop 3, I'm talking about parts of you that may be outdated, and you just need to once and for all figure out what you're going to do with them so you can step into this new version. Now, here's a few things that might come up, and maybe you will resonate with some of them. Maybe not the first one. I bought when I was pregnant with my son in 2015, I bought a pack of 2 black leggings from ASOS. They were pregnancy ones and they were incredible. Like, they were thick, they were cozy, they were stretchable. And yet the other day, even though my kids are now 6 and 10 and I'm certainly not thinking about having more children, I noticed they were still in my wardrobe. Even though I've painted in them, one's even got a hole in the knee. I had to have a word and go, this piece of fabric is not in keeping with where I'm going in my career, who I want to be in the world. Sometimes what can also happen is we set a new bar for our standards, not even in a good way. We sometimes get used to the bar being lower. We go, it doesn't matter. We let the excuses and the nonsense and the self-sabotage and the princess energy of nobody ever does this. I'm waiting. Nobody picked me. You know, you can pick yourself. You can pick yourself. Equally, technology, sometimes those old stories of I'm not good with technology, I'm not good with numbers, oh, I'll never be able to figure it out. You won't, honestly, if you keep telling yourself that. However, if you change the story in your head and go, okay, I'm going to need 2 hours on this. I'm going to need 2 hours with your dad, your partner, with the internet, with a YouTube video, and I'm going to figure this out. I've had to have those moments in my business because I was so bored of my, I was so boring, probably. I was so bored of my old story. Likewise, being in mess, chaos, wobbly boundaries, it might be time to really figure out what's going on. And essentially, it's like pulling out that drawer. We've all got one in our kitchen where we go, oh, wow, how long's that been there? I moved a few things on today from my first ever kitchen, and I was like, this is 26 years old and I don't use it. I don't need to keep it. Talking about identity, we go into this in workshop 3. If you haven't watched it yet, it's a great one. I will link it.